how would you say your previous experiences would help you or hurt you this year, this come around, in the primary and against in the general election? And also, from a can you provide us with a insight into the support group you have from a policy standpoint, and who have you surrounded who you've surrounded yourself with that helps you out?
All right, this is going to be in 2 minutes. I do think experience matters. Wisdom matters. And having served the people of Virginia in various ways, and being in and out of government, being out of government's beneficial as well. And having served as a state legislator in Mr. Jefferson's seat and adhering to those principles. I'm one who doesn't like limits, doesn't like restrictions. So long as somebody is not harming someone else, leave them free. I really dislike nanny pestering government. And I've stuck to those views as governor, and the same as senator, and obviously my private life as well. And I think that experience matters. The other thing is, if you're going to represent people, it does help to know them, to know people throughout Virginia in various communities, what their challenges are, what their strengths are. This area, the Fredericksburg area, has been growing. It's a prospering area. It's not the same in every part of Virginia. And having worked with people at the local level, economic development efforts, maybe universities and colleges, that really helps to have that relationship, that trust, to have an understanding. It's not something that you can read. It's something that you have to experience. I would say that Tim Kaine probably has that he's been lieutenant governor, he's been governor as well. We have two completely different visions of the future of our country. We're enduring right now his vision of where America ought to be. I envision a better future. And so I do think having those relationships, those friendships, but most importantly, an understanding of people and their communities and what can be done to help improve them in the future. The people I'm surrounded with are people from all over Virginia. We have put together, we're building this, and this is one of the things I learned. And by the way, I'm going to say this. The last election I lost. The first election I ever ran, I lost as well. Losing that first election, I said, God, you could go to all these campaign schools, you won't. There's nothing like running. The last election, I lost. It's a humbling experience. I didn't like losing. But sometimes you do learn more from losing than you do from winning. One of the things that I learned from my father and playing football is when you get knocked down, you get back up. He'd always say that. You don't brood over your mistakes, is what my father would say. You learn from them and you improve. And one of the things we're doing in this campaign that was not done sufficiently in the last campaign is build a grassroots insurgency. That's the mindset you want. And so we have, whether it's Veterans for Allen, and it's very helpful talking to veterans. I'm not a veteran, but I greatly respect what they've done. Susan's father is a veteran who had 2 tours of duty in Vietnam. And talking to the veterans, you're discussing a lot of good ideas and sentiments. We have small business owners. Great ideas, great comments from them, as well as small business owners that I've run into on the campaign trail, like a woman who has a restaurant near Winchester who said every time gas prices shoot up, sales drop, and I end up with empty tables. I mean, that was, in 2 sentences, was perfect, as unfortunate as it is from her perspective. We just recently started Sportsmen for Allen. These are folks who like hunting and fishing and our natural right of self-defense, which is embodied in the Second Amendment of the Constitution. We have Law Enforcement for Allen. Just had some great endorsements in Chesapeake from the sheriff there and the Commonwealth's attorney. We have a lot of good support from sheriffs and Commonwealth's attorneys and law enforcement folks from all over Virginia. There are activists, a variety of activists, Republican activists, Tea Party activists, and also clergy. We have clergy for Allen too. So we have a lot of different coalitions, and each and every one of you is welcome to join the A-Team. And as I said at the beginning, if you pay taxes, if you work for a living, if you drive a car, if you use electricity, or if you care about your family, our ideas are for you. And so I'd love to have you as part of our team, part of the A-team, and each and every one of you, and also making sure we welcome others to join the cause. Because, my friends, Virginia is going to be pivotal. Virginia is going to be pivotal. We are going to be, and all of you, you're activists, you care, my goodness, this is going to be a close race. It's going to be door-to-door racing, neck and neck the whole way through. Virginia is going to be in the eye of the political storm. And Virginians love talking about making history. Gosh, you'd love history here and the Fredericksburg area, and generally speaking, anywhere else in Virginia as well. But we're going to have a chance to determine the course of our country, whether we continue declining or we begin to ascend again. And I look at this election as the most important election since 1980. You young folks don't remember this, but Ronald Reagan beating President Carter changed the course of American history, and it, I think, changed the course of world history. There are hundreds of millions of people from the Baltics to the Adriatic tasting that sweet nectar of liberty because of Ronald Reagan standing against the evil empire, along with Margaret Thatcher and Pope John Paul. And so this election, I think, is every bit as important for the future of our country. And indeed, if America is strong, freedom advances in the world. If America is not strong, and we will not have a strong military unless we have a strong economy, then that means other countries in the world, other human beings here on our planet will not have those same opportunities. So friends, thank you for caring. Thank you for caring about America. You have faith in America. I have faith in America. I'm positive and optimistic that we can turn things around. The good news is we have those ideas. And best of all, this is our generation's rendezvous with destiny. And I'm convinced that the majority of Virginians, with these challenges, with these choices, will stand strong for freedom. Thank you all so very much.